Alpha Main to all stations. We've taken the combat outpost at Point Colorado. Out. Alpha Main to all stations. Supplies have reached Point Florida. Out. Alpha Main to all stations. We've just raised the transmitter tower at Point Florida. Out. Alpha Main to all stations. We've just built a barracks at Point Oregon. Out. Alpha Main to all stations. A helipad has been constructed at Point Oregon. Out. Alpha Main to all stations. A field hospital has been prepared at Point Oregon. Out.
Harry, that should.
All stations, this is Alpha Maine. The enemy have lost Point Idaho. We've seized the position. Out. All stations, this is Alpha Maine. Helicopters can set down at Point Vermont. Out. Alpha Maine to all stations. A field hospital has been prepared at Point Vermont. Out.
Oh, not fade.
stations, this is Alpha Main. There's a new barracks at Point Vermont. Out. Alpha Main to all stations. A depot has been constructed for light vehicles at Point Florida. All stations, this is Alpha Main. There's a new transmitter tower at Point Colorado. Out. pad at Point, Michigan. Out. Alpha main to all stations. The enemy are targeting Point Colorado.
Fuck me.
All stations, this is Alpha main. There's a new barracks at Point, Michigan. Out. Alpha main to all stations. A field hospital has been prepared at Point, Michigan. Out.
Didn't spawn on the radio. No, oh, you. Out of here. Wait on. Wackadoodle.
Colorado, out. All stations, this is Alpha Main. The enemy have lost Point Oklahoma. We've seized the position. Out.
Change intel at personal.
stations. A transmitter tower has been raised at Point Oklahoma. Out.
Oh,
Alpha Main to Atlas, Black
Here we
Tree 1. You just received a battlefield promotion to Sergeant. Hang on to that initiative. Out.
I like it.
All stations, this is Alpha Main. Supplies are being distributed from Point Oklahoma. Out. Main to all stations. The enemy are targeting Point Colorado. Out. Alpha Main to all stations. We've captured the FOB at Point Kentucky. Out. All stations, this is Alpha Main. There's a depot for light vehicles at Point... All stations, this is Alpha Main. We are under attack at Point Color... Alpha Main to all stations, there is now a helipad at Point Kentucky. Out. Alpha Main to all stations. We've just raised the transmitter tower at Point Kentucky. Out. Alpha Main to all stations. Light vehicles are now available from the depot at Point Kentucky. Out. All stations, this is Alpha Main. Supplies are being distributed from Point Kentucky. Out. Alpha Main to all stations. A barracks has been constructed. Alpha Main to all stations. Friendly forces are under attack at Point New York. Out. Alpha main to all stations. We just lost Point Colorado. Out.
Oh, did it, but I. Alpha main to all stations. Friendly forces are under attack at Point Illinois. Out.
Alpha Main to all stations. Friendly forces are under attack at Point New York. Out. Alpha Main to all stations. We've seized the enemy COP at... Alpha Main to all stations. A depot has been constructed for heavy vehicles at Point, Kentucky. Out. To all stations. The enemy have taken Point New York. Out. Alpha Main to all stations. The enemy are targeting Point Mississippi. Out. Alpha Main to all stations. Friendly forces are under attack at Point Illinois. Out. Alpha Main to all stations. Heavy vehicles are now available from the depot at Point Kentucky. Out.
NPCs.
Alpha Main to all stations. The enemy have taken Point Illinois. Out. All stations, this is Alpha Main. We are under attack at Point Kansas. Out. all stations, this is Alpha Main. The enemy have lost Point Main. We've seized the position. Out. All stations, this is Alpha Main. We've lost a radio relay. Out. Alpha Main to all stations. The enemy are targeting Point Kansas. Out.
All stations, this is Atlas Flight 3. We are Oscar Mike, attacking point Illinois. Out.
All stations, this is Alpha Main. We've lost a radio relay. Out. All stations, this is Alpha Main. The enemy have lost Point Minnesota. We've seized the position. Out.
Ow!
Alpha Main to all stations. Friendly forces are under attack at Point Florida. Out. Alpha Main to all stations. We've captured the FOB at Point Iowa. Out.
Come on, we're feeding from.
Alpha Main to all stations. The enemy are targeting Point Kansas. Out.
Proud of me. Oh, bro. We can fake. I fame. Up. Shit, no. Power. He's coming in my box. Okay. Hi. Oh, that just hit me.
Alpha Main to all stations. We've seized the enemy COP at Point Nebraska. Out. All stations, this is Alpha Main. We are under attack at Point Kansas. Out. Alpha Main to all stations. Friendly forces are under attack at Point Florida. Out. All stations, this is Alpha Main. We are under attack at Point Kansas. Out. Alpha main to all stations. Friendly. Alpha main to all stations. Enemy forces have captured a radio relay. Out.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
First opened in 2017, there's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. Here's the Spring League star, Jake Bates, to get us started. And we are underway from Atlanta. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Here's Penix. Robinson's got it.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost and then a little bit more.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Looking to throw, Penix. That's brought in downfield by London. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Falcons! Drake London, 69 yards. And the Falcons get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Walking into the stadium, we saw a ton of people donning the jerseys of this rookie quarterback, so you know they love that opening drive, and he throws a touchdown pass.
He gave a little bit of confirmation about what they had hoped, right? Because they thought they had a quarterback. They're thinking they have a quarterback. You do this, they believe they've got a quarterback. Look at them elbowing each other up in the stands. That's our guy.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 26. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, you know, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, you know, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Here's 2nd and 10. Goff now looking to throw. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To the air again. Goff. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You want to see a defensive coordinator get upset and throw his headset? This is the kind of play that'll do it. You force 3rd and long. This is almost sort of a give-up play. You're just hoping to get something positive, and it winds up breaking big, and they convert on 3rd down.
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now. 2nd is short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're giving him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it, but it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. Taken down at the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd down and 6 now. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Haven't met a corner that's worth his salt yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. Avery Williams deep for Atlanta. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
And looking to throw, Penix. Able to complete this one to McLeod. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. To the air, Penix. This pass is caught by London. Touchdown, Falcons! Drake London, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football, as they've got it as we resume action. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now Goff looking to change the play. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Well, certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Drake London
Tackled him.
monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Upstick.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Not trash.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now Goff.
He was
The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other, because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Play action. It's Goff. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the belt 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Now Penix. Got an open man. It's McLeod. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Ray McLeod, 26 yards. And the Falcons continue to pull away here in this first half. So the numbers are starting to pile up here early on. We have yet to reach halftime, yet that is already now 4 touchdown passes. Koo now for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Khalif Raymond now. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. Oh, what a move. And shutting him off, now open field. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Goff. This is caught inside the 15.
Fucking
and they do finally get him at the 12. A big play there for Detroit. And even 40 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Goff going to move his guys around a bit. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Here's Goff. Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Here is third down and 4. To throw is Goff. And he's got it. And he takes his down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up fourth down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
2nd and 10. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Got London on a slant. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
They'll throw with Penix. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Now a play fake, and it's Goff. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. Looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down inbounds. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, here's Goff. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And some room to work. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Bates' kick is good, and that drops the deficit from 28 to 25. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Third quarter starting with a run from Montgomery. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Now 2nd and 9. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Gone. Oh, and he whips that one incomplete there.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Off play action. Here's Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Goff. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They are going for it. Goff. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And caught by London. And they'll get this down to the 10. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down. Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
Here's Penix. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, where this 83. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Caught on the slant. Touchdown. Ray McCloud with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons have got it on cruise control. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Back to Montgomery on second down. He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first two plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a third and long at the outset of this drive. Goff now to throw. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. They're going to go for it. It's Goff. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field, going all the way back to
blitz coming, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To the air, Penix. Short throw caught by Pitts. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 19 yards there on the pickup, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Looking to throw, Penix. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. It'll go as nearly a loss of 10 on 1st and goal, so a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack. And looking to throw, Penix. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And the Lions will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Goff. And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And this is a situation where as a head coach, you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
2nd and 9 now. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They'll try and throw. Here's Penix toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They'll run for it with Robinson. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down, and the Lions will take over. First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. 2nd down and 3. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Goff now looking to throw. Going underneath, Gibbs has it. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Goff going to shift him around. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That's to the tight end, Laporta. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now Goff. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record.
And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back to throw. Goff. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Wide open.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Turned away on 4th down. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. Now it's the backup Cousins. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Jack Campbell with a pick. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
On 3rd down, Robinson.
And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first.
46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.